So in this section, we're briefly going to be looking at ratio. And I say briefly because we've got a whole section on ratio and proportion coming up later in the playlist. So there's only a short snippet here. And so I'm going to very briefly introduce the notation, but I'm going to reintroduce it again later on, okay? Because we're looking at it solely in the sense of it representing fractions. And here you've got what we refer to as the ratio of 2 to 3. Okay? Now, this notation can look quite intimidating to the uninitiated, and it looks quite strange, but as long as you understand that what it represents is a whole of 2 plus 3, so it's representing 5, and the fact that it's 2 to 3 is showing you how this part is a fraction. This is 2/5 of the whole, and this is 3/5 of the whole. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to imagine it as a series of blocks, if you like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and what you have here is it being split up in the ratio 2 to 3. So you've essentially done this. You're splitting it up into 2 and then 3. So on the left hand side we have 2/5, and on the right hand side we have 3/5. So that is what this holds. So this information holds. So when you're looking at, let's say it might be red balls to blue balls, for example, in the ratio of 2 to 3, what that means is that you can split it up into 2/5 are red balls, and then 3/5 are blue balls, for example. So we're going to be looking at ratio solely in that format in this section, but you will see it in many other guises in that later section as I described. Okay, so we're just kind of getting to grips with looking at this and interpreting the fractions that come from it first.